for everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
Fuck you.
Sarah.
Fuck you.
Sarah.
Stupid.
In the idyllic backdrop of a seemingly perfect relationship, Sarah Catherine Boone, a 42-year-old native of Florida, embarked on a journey that would shatter the illusions of trust and security. Imagine a world where years of emotional investment unravel in an instant as Sarah discovered the painful truth of her partner's infidelity. The initial shock waves of betrayal sent tremors through the foundation of her once stable relationship, leaving Sarah teetering on the precipice of a profound decision. It was a pivotal moment in her life where the struggle between the desire to salvage what was left and the emotional turmoil caused by the breach of trust played out in a complex dance of emotions. The trust she thought was unbreakable had been shattered, and the delicate balance between love and self-preservation hung in the balance. Sarah grappled with conflicting emotions, torn between the instinct to protect herself and salvage the fragments of the relationship that had defined her reality for years. As the gravity of the situation settled in, Sarah found herself at a crossroads, facing a choice that would define the trajectory of her life. The internal turmoil manifested in a fit of drunken rage, an uncharacteristic storm that brewed within her. In the midst of this emotional tempest, Sarah, a woman who had likely weathered many of life's challenges, found herself navigating uncharted waters. The unfolding narrative introduces a complex character, a woman pushed to the edge by the intersection of love, betrayal, and the intoxicating fumes of alcohol. It prompts us to ponder the depths to which an individual might descend when the foundations of trust are eroded. What unfolds next is a dark chapter in Sarah's story, a tale of how one woman's journey through the labyrinth of emotions led to unthinkable actions. In the hazy fog of alcohol-fueled rage, Sarah Catherine Boone's story takes a dramatic turn, weaving a web of consequences that extend far beyond the confines of her relationship. The question lingers: how does one grapple with the aftermath when rage and dark thoughts take control, steering the course of one's actions into unforeseen territory? As we delve into the intricate layers of this true crime narrative, the motivations, repercussions, and the uncharted depths of human psychology come to the forefront. Sarah's story serves as a haunting reminder that beneath the veneer of normalcy, there exists a volatile realm where love and betrayal collide, leaving in their wake a trail of unforeseen consequences. The idyllic facade of Sarah Boone and Jorge Torres' relationship began to crumble in February 2020, sending shockwaves through the community. The once enviable couple, whose journey had begun in early 2017, now found their names entangled in a web of darkness that would forever change the narrative of their love story. As we navigate the intricate details of this chilling true crime, let's delve into the peculiar circumstances that led to a night of drinking turning into a morning of cold-blooded death. Welcome to Mystery Hour, where we peel back the layers of criminal cases, exploring the darkest corners of human behavior. Before we proceed, we extend our heartfelt condolences to those affected by the heinous acts committed by Sarah Catherine Boone. It's a stark reminder that behind every crime is a ripple effect that touches the lives of many. The tale of Sarah and Jorge began like any other love story, a rapid progression from the early days of dating to cohabitation within mere months. Yet beneath the surface, cracks appeared in the relationship, leading to a fateful night in February 2020 that would forever stain their history. Despite the apparent closeness of their bond, a peculiar detail emerged: the absence of shared moments on social media. Both Sarah Boone and Jorge Torres, seemingly deeply connected in their personal lives, maintained a conspicuous silence on their respective social media platforms. A lack of public acknowledgement of their relationship left an intriguing void, raising questions about the dynamics at play behind closed doors. As we piece together the puzzle of their lives, it becomes apparent that Sarah, originally hailing from Orlando with the maiden name Paulson, brought a complex history into the relationship. A previous marriage and a son from her ex-husband added layers of complexity to her narrative, hinting at a life marked by twists and turns. On the other side, Jorge Torres, whose Facebook profile placed him at Ace Hardware with Philadelphia as his hometown, presented a seemingly straightforward life. Yet beneath the surface of normalcy, a brewing storm awaited, culminating in a night that would thrust their names into the annals of crime history. The turbulent relationship between Sarah Boone and Jorge Torres took a darker turn, leaving a trail of legal turmoil in its wake. In July 2018, the couple found themselves entangled in the criminal justice system when Boone was charged with battery by strangulation. The courtroom became a battleground of conflicting narratives, revealing a pattern of violence that foreshadowed the tragic events that would unfold later. During the court proceedings, Boone painted a harrowing picture of a night where she claimed Torres, in a fit of jealousy, violently dragged her upstairs and kicked her in the right eye. She asserted that the altercation was triggered by a seemingly innocuous conversation with another man at a bar. Boone, with visible injuries, alleged that Torres had subjected her to physical abuse. Torres, on the other hand, presented a counter-narrative, contending that as he ascended the stairs, Boone had grabbed him by the throat, applying pressure that left him struggling for breath. In a desperate attempt to free himself, Torres admitted to kicking Boone, uncertain if the blow had landed on her face. The conflicting stories painted a grim picture of a relationship marred by violence. The arrest affidavit documented visible injuries on both parties, red markings and abrasions on Torres's neck consistent with strangulation, and Boone's right eye swollen and bruised, possibly from punches. Despite the evident harm, both Boone and Torres refused medical treatment, a testament to the complex dynamics at play. Adding another layer to the already fraught situation, Boone and Torres declined to sign dating violence paperwork or press charges against each other. The legal aftermath saw Torres convicted of battery, while Boone faced a more severe charge, aggravated battery with strangulation. However, both posted bonds, and the case was eventually dropped, leaving a sense of unresolved tension lingering in the air. Fast forward to June 15, 2019, and law enforcement was once again called to the residence of Sarah Boone and Jorge Torres. This time, Boone claimed Torres had erupted in anger over her conversation with another man, leading to a violent episode. The arrest report detailed Boone's accusations of being struck on the head, face, legs, and arms, accompanied by threats of death when she pleaded for the assault to cease. Despite her injuries, Boone refused medical treatment but completed a domestic abuse worksheet expressing her willingness to testify against Torres. He, in turn, denied the allegations, professing ignorance about the scratches on his own neck. The legal saga continued as Torres was arrested for battery, and Boone, this time, testified in court. The aftermath of the legal proceedings saw Torres granted release under specific conditions, abstaining from alcohol or drugs, maintaining no hostile contact with Sarah, and residing separately from her. The contours of their tumultuous relationship were etched in the legal documents, foreshadowing the tragedy that awaited them both in the coming months. The tumultuous saga of Sarah Boone and Jorge Torres took a sinister turn in September 2019, marked by another chapter of violence and discord. Torres found himself back in the clutches of the law, this time for violating the terms of his bond. In a chilling criminal complaint, Boone detailed an unsettling incident where Torres, in a fit of rage, kicked open the bedroom door while she slept. As Boone lay vulnerable, Torres allegedly continued his assault, poking her in the face while she pleaded for him to leave. Responding deputies confronted Torres, who admitted to breaching the conditions set by his bond but remained tight-lipped about the specifics of the incident. His cryptic silence left the investigators grappling with the intricacies of a relationship steeped in volatility. Torres, in a perplexing twist, disclosed that Boone had frequently been the aggressor in their violent encounters, but revealed that he had never called the police on her. The unresolved nature of their conflicts persisted, and the case was closed in October 2019, leaving an unsettling air of uncertainty around their future. The duo's turbulent history hinted at a cycle of domestic violence that seemed unbreakable. Despite the legal interventions and the transient closure of cases, the specter of conflict loomed over their lives, casting shadows that foreshadowed the impending tragedy. Yet the darkest chapter in this disturbing narrative unfolded on February 25, 2020. Sarah Catherine Boone, then 42 years old, was arrested by Orange County deputies after a chilling discovery. Detectives uncovered that Jorge Torres Jr., also 42 years old, had lost consciousness after being zipped into a suitcase and left inside for several hours, desperately gasping for oxygen.
That's when you do.
The footage captured a macabre scene where Boone, with a slurred voice, laughed and taunted her boyfriend from across the room. Torres, confined within the claustrophobic confines of the suitcase on their Orange County apartment floor, pleaded for mercy. In a disturbing revelation, Boone callously justified her actions, claiming Torres deserved to suffer because of everything he had done to her.
Sarah, I can't breathe, babe.
Oh. That's what I feel like when you chewing on me.
Sarah!
Fuck you!
Fucking breathe, Sarah!
Yeah.
The chilling cries of Torres echoed through the video as he helplessly called out Boone's name. The sinister footage became a pivotal piece of evidence, leading to Sarah Boone's arrest on second-degree murder charges in connection with the death of Jorge Torres Jr. The horrifying details of the fateful night of February 23rd and the tragic morning of February 24 reveal a disturbing sequence of events that culminated in the death of Jorge Torres Jr. Authorities allege that Sarah Boone, after a night of drinking, zipped Torres into a suitcase during a twisted game of hide-and-seek. As she drifted off to sleep that night, Torres remained trapped inside the blue container. When Boone awoke the next day, a grim discovery awaited her. Jorge Torres Jr. was found lifeless within the confines of the suitcase. Initially, in a feeble attempt to conceal the grim reality, Boone spun a tale to Orange County Sheriff's investigators. She claimed that she and Torres had spent the previous night drinking and engaging in a seemingly innocent game of hide-and-seek in their apartment near Aloma and North Palmetto Avenues in the Goldenrod area. However, her carefully constructed facade began to unravel when detectives unearthed the damning recordings on her phone. The Orange Osceola State Attorney's Office, in response to a public records request, released the videos and investigative documents, shedding light on the chilling final moments of Jorge Torres Jr. In the disturbing footage, Torres can be heard repeatedly yelling Boone's name and pleading for his life while trapped inside the suitcase. Instead of extending a lifeline, his desperate cries are met with taunts, laughter, and indifference from Boone. The first video, lasting about 2 minutes and recorded at 11:12 p.m. on February 23rd, captures the agonizing pleas of Torres as he struggles for breath within the confined space.
Sarah, I can't breathe, babe.
Oh. That's what I feel like when you chewing on me.
Sarah!
Fuck you!
Fucking breathe, Sarah!
Yeah.
"I can't breathe, seriously," he implores. "Yeah, that's what you do when you choke me," Boone callously retorts. The suitcase wobbles as Torres attempts to free himself, and Boone films the disturbing scene from a few feet away. Her heartless response continues, drawing a sickening parallel between his pleas for air and the perceived betrayal she felt.
Sarah, I can't breathe, babe.
That's on you.
Sarah, I can't breathe.
It's on you.
Sarah.
Real or ransom. Might want to get video for it extra. Because I got this.
Sarah.
Real or ransom.
Sarah. Sarah, I can't breathe, babe.
Oh. That's what I feel like when you ching on me.
Sarah.
Fuck you.
Fucking breathe, Sarah.
Yeah.
That's on you. Oh, that's what I feel like when you cheat on me, she heartlessly declares. In the second video, lasting 22 seconds and recorded at 11:23 p.m., the suitcase is shown right side up a few feet from its original position.
You should probably shut the fuck up.
Sarah.
Torres calls Boone's name one last time before she stops recording. The chilling silence that follows foreshadows the tragedy that unfolded within those brief moments. Boone's callousness reached its peak when she later told detectives that, after filming the distressing videos, she went upstairs and fell asleep, assuming Torres could free himself. It wasn't until 11 a.m. on February 24 that she descended the stairs to search for Torres. The realization struck her as she opened the suitcase. She found his lifeless body, a victim of a grotesque and heartless act. The tragic events that unfolded in the wake of Jorge Torres Jr.'s death expose a chilling reality, as Sarah Boone's actions continued to weave a macabre tale of cruelty and callousness. After discovering Torres lifeless in the suitcase on the morning of February 24th, Boone's response to the unfolding tragedy was both perplexing and disturbing. Her ex-husband, called upon hearing the grim news, arrived at the apartment around 1 p.m., just 10 minutes after the call. Sensing the gravity of the situation, he urged Boone to call 911. As she spoke to the dispatcher, a shocking narrative began to emerge.
911, what is the location of your emergency?
4748 France Court.
Is this a police or medical?
My boyfriend is dead.
Okay, send a line for the fire department. Do not hang up.
Sorry, Risk. Tell me exactly what happened there.
My boyfriend and I were playing last night, and I put him in a suitcase and we were playing. Like kind of hide and seek kind of thing. So I fell asleep, and I woke up, and he was dead in the suitcase. So I don't know what happened.
Okay, is he hanging from somewhere or what, ma'am?
No, I pulled him out of the suitcase.
He was in a suitcase?
Yes, and I fell asleep.
Right, is he breathing?
No.
I need you to get him on the floor, flat on his back for me, okay?
I did. I tried giving him CPR.
Yeah, okay.
Purple.
But, okay, listen to me. Lay him flat on his... Okay, ma'am, listen to me. I want you to lay him flat on his back for me on the floor.
I did.
Okay, wait.
He's stiff and purple.
Okay, man, that's fine. We're still going to do compressions on him, okay? Place the heel of your hand on his breastbone, right in the center of the chest.
Yes.
Put your other hand on top of that hand.
If I look at him, you can tell.
Okay.
Ah! Please! Okay, he just gurgled.
Okay, listen to me. Place the heel of your hand right between his chest, right between his breastbones.
Yes.
Put your other hand on top of that hand.
Yes.
We want to pump his chest and be hard and fast, twice per second. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
My boyfriend is dead, she told the dispatcher, initially recounting the fabricated hide-and-seek story. She claimed to have attempted cardiopulmonary resuscitation, CPR, after taking him out of the suitcase, but her efforts were in vain. Dispatchers guided her through another round of CPR as paramedics raced to the scene. Throughout the call, Boone's tone remained disconnected, and her statements painted a puzzling picture of her indifference to Torres's plight. "This is horrific," she expressed, seemingly detached from the reality of the situation. When questioned about the circumstances, Boone suggested that Torres could have had an aneurysm, deflecting from the grotesque truth of his death. As the 911 agent instructed her to perform CPR, Boone's reluctance became evident. Despite claiming that Torres had gurgled at some point, she seemed unwilling to provide the life-saving measures he desperately needed. Her demeanor, marked by disgust and hesitation, contrasted sharply with the urgency of the situation. When medics arrived, the shocking truth unfolded. Torres was still trapped inside the suitcase. The paramedics, in a grim pronouncement, declared Torres dead shortly after 1 p.m. An autopsy would later reveal the horrifying extent of the abuse he endured. Torres's body bore the scars of brutality, injuries on his forehead, bruises on his shoulder, a busted lip, and scratches on his back. The autopsy confirmed that Jorge had died asphyxiated, his battered body testament to the 11 hours he spent confined within the suitcase. His black eye bled, and his head displayed bruises and cuts. His back and hands were also marked by signs of trauma, a haunting testament to the unimaginable suffering he experienced. To compound the tragedy, the autopsy revealed that Torres had alcohol in his system at the time of death, underscoring the disturbing circumstances that led to his demise. The chilling details of this case illuminate the harrowing reality of domestic violence, leaving a community and a family grappling with the profound loss of a life taken in the most heart-wrenching circumstances.
Last seen last night, so.
Now.
Oh, right there.
Did you call it? What time did you call it?
I got a time for it.
Hello there. What's going on?
So
I just got here, so fill me in.
no problem. Like,
Yeah,
he and I were putting a puzzle together. We've been doing some artwork together.
You are putting a puzzle together?
Yes, we have a puzzle that we started in there.
Okay.
We've been doing art, trying to take stuff off the wall to make new art put up there, like having a good time with one another. But we're drinking. We had a bottle of wine last night.
Okay. Fine.
So then it's like, we decided to play hide and seek, right?
Okay.
So he gets in the suitcase, okay?
Who is this guy?
That's my ex-husband, my former husband.
How did he live here with you guys?
No, I called him over here.
Okay. Okay.
I didn't know what to do.
Okay. When did you do CPR?
This morning, when I found him.
Before you called?
Yes!
It's 1 o'clock right now.
I tried. I was awake, but I actually got out of the bed at like 12:30ish, whatever. So I came downstairs, and I was like, oh, he's in the suitcase still. And that's when I found him, and I took him out, and I tried doing CPR, and then I called him, and then I called you guys.
Did he get here before the fire department got here?
Who?
Your husband? Or
Yes.
your ex-husband?
Yes.
Okay.
The unraveling of Sarah Boone's callous actions continued during the initial interviews with detectives, shedding light on the disturbing sequence of events that led to Jorge Torres Jr.'s tragic demise. In the first interview, Boone painted a seemingly innocent picture.
All right, sir. My name's Chelsea. My partner Scott. To my understanding, you reside here. Okay. Is it just you?
And George.
Okay.
And I have a nice girl. It's 50-50 with Brian, my former husband.
Your former husband. Okay. But you reside here with George, and then your son lives with you, or lives there's 50-50.
Yeah.
Okay. So from what
Rodriguez
has told me, she explained last night that you guys were drinking a bottle of wine, and around midnight, you decided you guys. Okay.
An evening of leisure involving Woodbridge Chardonnay, puzzle solving, and painting. The night took a dark turn as they decided to play hide and seek, culminating in Torres willingly climbing inside a suitcase. Boone, allegedly using a paper clip due to a broken zipper, sealed Torres inside the suitcase. In the aftermath of the incident, no incriminating evidence was found, and she was released after the first interview.
Right. That you're talking like days and weeks.
No,
I'm talking right here, right now.
I know.
So let me do my investigation. Let me go do this paperwork that I'm talking about, because we can go back and forth about what ifs like all day long.
I know, sorry.
I promise we're not going to leave here for you and you not feel safe. Okay? I promise.
Please. Okay. It's just, I don't even know what to tell you.
It's okay. Just take a seat, have some water, give us a few minutes, let us do our thing, and we'll be back to talk to you, I promise, okay?
However, the narrative quickly unraveled when detectives obtained a warrant to search her phone on February 25th. Contradictory videos surfaced, revealing the horrifying truth that contradicted the story she initially presented.
Well, it's on your phone, and you can either explain it or we take it for what it is.
Yeah. We're just trying to give you the opportunity to tell us what's going on.
Fuck you.
And this
Fuck
is,
you.
that's you, your voice.
Stupid. Sarah. That's my name. Don't wear it up.
And you're saying fuck
So
you.
this is upside down. So in order for him to have gotten into it,
It was flipped up.
right, it was flipped up normal.
Yes.
Like as if you're packing something. So this is upside down.
Guys, this is killing me right now.
So this image, it's upside down, and then this small video that occurred 11 minutes later, it's flipped over the other way, closer to your dining room table.
Okay.
Now he's obviously still in there. So he didn't, how did it go from the back to the front?
I flipped it.
Okay.
During the second interview, Boone's demeanor shifted as detectives confronted her with the incriminating evidence. Initially claiming to have taken a photo of her dog, she was confronted with videos depicting Torres trapped inside the suitcase. Her shock and discomfort became evident as the officers delved into the distressing content.
George has done that in the past before too, where it's just like he thinks that he's woe is me kind of thing, where it's like I don't.
He's never been locked in a suitcase. That's
No.
where he couldn't get out. So
It's kind of. I thought it was
And
the
you know
boy
the oxygen
crying
is
wolf,
coming.
crying wolf kind of thing.
okay.
And again, my plan.
But nowhere in there is he laughing, is he joking. He is begging.
Boone attempted to justify her actions, claiming Torres was distressed but downplaying the severity of the situation. She likened him to the boy who cried wolf and portrayed herself as a supportive figure, mentioning her past achievements and the belief that she could help him.
that you
He's
all.
telling you he's not. He's telling you, Sarah, I can't breathe. He's saying your name and you're like, that's my name, don't wear it out.
The detectives, probing the heart of the matter, questioned Boone about her decision not to release Torres when he pleaded from within the suitcase.
Number two, just you know what? I'll give you 5 minutes or so in there.
Boone provided conflicting reasons, claiming she had no idea it would end like that, and asserting she thought she would give him 5 minutes inside the suitcase.
Well, based off the video, one video's at 11:12 and the next one's at 11:23, so you actually gave him at least 11 minutes per video recording. So my thing is, when it stopped, he asked multiple times, I mean, why? Why did you not let him out? It's just a simple question.
The detectives highlighted the stark reality, revealing that Torres had endured a minimum of 11 minutes within the confined space. Under the weight of the evidence, Boone admitted she didn't know why she didn't check on him earlier and acknowledged that Torres's death was a consequence of her actions. The chilling admission underscored the gravity of the situation and the irreversible consequences of Boone's heartless actions. Adding to the suspicion surrounding the case, a neighbor testified to hearing a loud noise resembling something falling down the stairs from Boone's apartment on the night of Torres's death. This revelation sparked speculation about potential additional acts of violence, leaving the community grappling with the possibility of further horrors within the confines of their building. As the layers of this chilling true crime continue to unfold, Sarah Boone's actions have left a community haunted by questions and a family devastated by the loss of Jorge Torres Jr. The stark contrast between Boone's initial narrative and the horrifying reality captured in videos paints a picture of deliberate cruelty. Boone's admission that Torres's death was a consequence of her actions, coupled with the contradictory evidence found on her phone, points to a level of malevolence that transcends a mere jest. The deliberate choice to leave Torres confined within the suitcase, heedless to his pleas for release, suggests an intentional act with grave consequences. The unsettling details surrounding this case prompt a profound exploration of motive. Was Torres's death a sinister joke gone horribly wrong, a punishment for perceived transgressions, or an act of intentional cruelty? The complexity of human emotions and relationships makes it challenging to pinpoint a singular motivation. Sarah Boone, now incarcerated and facing second-degree murder charges, remains at the center of a legal maelstrom that seeks justice for the life lost, where the narrative of betrayal, tragedy, and justice intertwines in the complex tapestry of human experience. As we reflect on the haunting echoes of this true crime, the community awaits the resolution of a legal journey that seeks to bring accountability for the life lost on that fateful night. If you find our content enjoyable, kindly consider leaving a comment, giving the video a thumbs up, and sharing it with your friends. Your support is highly valued. Stay safe, stay informed, and we look forward to seeing you in the next installment of Mystery Hour.